With 3 full-time video hosts and 2 channels, we quickly outgrew our current studio. Truck and Jeep were growing like crazy, Mustang's as big as ever. It was time for a new facility. So today we're going to give you a tour of our new CJ Pony Parts video campus. It still amazes me how far the CJ video department has come in only the last 6 years. And we started out by doing this. We had Bob, our 2005 project car. We took some videos of the car at the track, posted them up, and people actually really responded well to it. At that point, we decided it was time for a new project car and also a whole new approach to how we're going to do videos. We picked up 2 2013 Gotta Have It Green GTs, Gotta Have It Race and Gotta Have It Street. And not only did we film the cars at the track and the street and road, we actually filmed the installations using a very cheap camera and a couple lights. And those videos really took off. So about that point, we decided it was time to really step up our game and hire a professional to come on the team and take us to the next level. Carrier, you want to grab the shims. We're going to measure them in my horsepower goal and heavy through the race muffler. But with this car, the stock R6 clip should look perfect. On our B&M transmission.
Hi, I'm Rick from CJ Pony Parts and GottaHaveItBuilds.com. Today we're going to talk about coil covers. Now we need to get under the passenger side kick panel and remove the fuse for the airbag. Their instructions are very in-depth, 52 steps.
While it looks quite different now, this is actually the first place we shot instructional installation videos here at CJ's. Rick, who is currently our director of purchasing, would stand here and basically talk about the parts, and then I would install them. This has actually changed uses over the years and is now part of our sales office. Hi, this is Bill from CJ Pony Parts. Today we're going to be installing an igniter electronic ignition conversion from Pertronics. On a lot of your late model Mustangs, the cover itself is actually going to tell you what gear ratio is in it. Put the supercharger in place. Now, when I came on board as a full-time video host and Layman joined the team as well, we needed a much better place to shoot than our old sales office. So where do we set up? Right here in the corner of our warehouse. This is our original studio back here. We basically just covered 2 walls. This is a full functioning warehouse. We had people pulling parts, people shipping parts. There were forklifts in the background. We did everything we could to keep the noise down while we shot over here in the corner. Now, after a few years, as our channel grew and our subscribers grew, we moved right next door to our old shop. Making the EcoBoost Mustang sound good is definitely a hot topic. If your speedometer cable's bad, it's a part you probably want to replace sooner than later, so we can cut everything, put our new balance on. Now, this is a studio most of you are probably familiar with, as we shot thousands of installation and parts videos right here in this studio. Now, we've always welcomed our customers to visit us here at CJ's, and they're always amazed at how small this studio actually is. Now, it looks big on camera, but in reality, it's not that big of a space. As a matter of fact, to get cars on the lift here, we actually have to drive them in through a door that's over here on the side that you really never get to see on camera. When we pull these cars in, we have to actually do a 3-point turn many times to get the car on the lift, and the trucks are even harder. These are both issues we won't have at our new studio. Now, once we moved into the old shop and our video studio got larger, our lighting was more professional and our videos really started to take off, and we saw a lot of growth in the category, so much so we decided we had to add an extra person. We were looking at some other markets. Focus and Fiesta were taken off, and just by a happenstance conversation on Facebook, I was introduced to Freddie, who ended up coming on board and is now our truck host on our off-road channel.
Hey, Freddie with CJ Off-Road. Every truck owner wants their truck to look, perform, and sound great. And
For about the next year and a half, everything was going great. Freddie was handling some Focus and Fiesta stuff and focusing his efforts on our truck market. I was handling the Mustang stuff. We had 2 studios at the time. Things were going really well. As the company grew, we started looking to other brands to get into. And one thing we always looked at was the Jeep market. You know, Jeep is huge, possibly even bigger than the Mustang market. We really decided we wanted to push into Jeep, but the problem is we really didn't have a Jeep guy to be an enthusiast to be on camera. Well, one quick trip to our purchasing office and we met Matt, who is currently working in purchasing, adding Jeep products. He asked to try his hand on camera. He was a natural.
Well, this is a really awesome piece to have.
And is now our Jeep guy. Once we brought Matt on board, now we had 3 hosts and 2 studios. We made do as long as we could, but we definitely needed some more space. We started looking for options. Thankfully, we found a property not far from CJ's that was absolutely perfect. Now, if you follow our off-road channel, you might have noticed some of the mud videos we do and some of the other off-road videos. Well, they were all shot at our new property. We have mud bogs, creeks, trails, 22 acres of awesome stuff for the off-road guys, and best of all, 3 new huge studios with plenty of space to work. Now that we each had our own studio to shoot in, we wanted to make sure the studios had their own identity, make them completely different from each other so you can really tell where the videos are coming from. So for the Mustang studio, we went with the brick look again, but a nice custom look, a very vintage look with some red, black, and white bricks. We still have our old school gas pump in here. That's a very cool look for the vintage Mustang, but yet modern enough for the new stuff as well. The truck studio, we went completely different here. We went with a very wood theme. We have a nice 4-post lift in there. Again, it's a huge studio, plenty of room to work. Really came out with a nice custom touch. Now the Jeep studio, we weren't sure which direction we wanted to go with. We decided to kind of combine both. We went again with a wood theme, some really cool CJ logos on the walls. I mean, overall, all three studios we think turned out absolutely amazing. Our graphics department totally killed it with the design, and these are amazing places to work and grow the channel going forward. Our video department has seen an amazing amount of growth over the last couple years. Now we've got more hosts and a lot more space to work. We're going to keep bringing you guys those high quality detailed installation videos that we know you love. If you're a fan of the Mustang and Focus, make sure you subscribe and check out CJ Pony Parts. And if you're a fan of off-road stuff like trucks and Jeeps, check out CJ Off-Road. Make sure you subscribe.